Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today we are going to be using the Covergirl Clean Fresh Clean, however you say this. I think it's the Clean Fresh Clean Color Eyeshadow. This is in the shade 242 Mellow Mauve. And I have used these before on my channel. I really enjoy these eyeshadows. They're so easy to use. They blend beautifully. They're very pigmented, and the price point is, oops, and the price point is completely accessible. They're $13.99 per palette. And although that may seem like a lot for 4 different shadows, you can wear these shadows as standalones, or you can make a multitude of looks. You can blend 2 together, you can blend all 4, you can just do 3. So there's a lot of variety in this little palettes, and I really think that for the price point and the quality, they cannot be beat with a stick. So I do recommend them. All right, let's start off by priming the face. We're going to go in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Let's pop this on. I bought this because I was trying to find an alternative to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So if you too are looking for an alternative, this is a good one. Ooh, eyelash. There we go. It does have a blurring effect. It definitely has a mattifying effect. So yeah, sometimes that's what we're going for. And then I do know that these shadows do have a little bit of fallout. So we're going to start off with the eyes and then we'll get back to the rest of the face. I have one of these new Milani Gilded eyeshadow sticks. This is a number 11 Plum. If you watch my videos, I hauled this not too long ago. And the performance of the other sticks I had tried from the brand were awesome. Looks like this one's already mushed at the top, but it was sealed when I bought it. It comes with that like super shrink wrap seal around it. So I know that nobody messed with it, probably just melted. So I'm just kind of dabbing this on the eye. I don't want to go in too heavy because it's such a saturated color, but I do want to put enough on there that I can blend it out with a brush. Go a little bit higher. Okay. These do blend nicely, by the way, and so far my experience has been every shadow I've laid on top of them, because I'm using this as a base, right? Every shadow I've laid on top of these has really done well, so yeah. All right, we are gonna grab how about something like this. This is actually a concealer brush. It's one of my favorite concealer brushes from Morphe, but this will do. We're just blending out that edge a little bit. Yeah, when I thought that Morphe was going to go out of business or whatever they were trying to tell us, I went and bought like 7 of these. 7. Because I was like, ain't no way I'm going to run out of this. Okay, so that's probably good enough. It was just to blend out the edge. This is clearly going to be a pretty sultry look. All right, so normally I do my shadow in a gradient going from lightest at the interior to darkest at the exterior of my eye. So that's how we're going to do it today. We're going to actually start off with this color right here. Ooh, girl, don't drop it. We're going to start off with this color right here. And we're going to do that here. And we're going to see what it looks like. Like I said, these shadows do have fallout. So that's why we're going to start off here. It's not bad, but it's enough that you may want to consider doing your eyes before you do your face so that you can quickly and easily clean up anything that falls on your face. Just trying to get that outer corner going, that outer V. And then anything that we need to clean up later, we can clean up later. And I'm using the tail of my brow as kind of a marker for how far out I want to go. I don't want to go any further than that. If I do, I'm going to just clean it up. And we're coming up here a little bit. Same on this side. And then back down to that lash line. Okay, so now let's go in with this one right here. Use that. It's like a pale, sort of a lavender color with this flat brush, and we're going to start going over the center of the eye, and we're going to blur out that border that we just created with the other color. So we're overlapping by a little bit and then just pulling it into the center. It's going to keep on going. Just like that. Keep going a little bit further. We're not going to go to the complete interior of the eye because we're going to use another shade there, but we want enough to cover the bulk of the eye, so the majority of it. And again, we have a little line there, so we're just going over that to blur it, to blend it out. Let's make sure this side is just as saturated, and it looks like it is. You can see where we're going with this, right? Okay. So now we have another shimmery color here on the outside. This is definitely going to have fallout because it looks like it's the same formula as the other kind. So we're using this right here for the second half of the eye. And I don't necessarily want to lay down any glitter glue because I don't really want this to be like the star of the show. But if I did, this color would be a lot more saturated on the eye. Like a lot more, but that's not what I'm going for here. So we're just pulling this right to the center. Same thing on this side. We're just laying it down and we're pulling it right to the center. You can see I'm making a line right here. So there's a border there, right? We're going to use the same brush and we're just going to flip it over. I'm going to go in with this one right here. And that will be for the interior. And this is just going to meet the other shimmer. And that way it looks like a gradient. See how quick and easy it is to do that, you guys? It's not hard. You're just laying down two shades, one light, one dark, and two shimmers, one light, one dark. That's it. Believe me, if it were more complicated than that, girl, I would not be doing this. I love makeup, don't get me wrong, but I think it should be fun. I don't want it to be a chore. If I'm doing a look and it becomes a chore, I'm probably never going to do that look again because we're just looking to have a good time. There we go. It's a very quick and easy way to do makeup. But do you see what I mean about these palettes? Just pick them up. Pick one that you really like and use it. I guarantee you're probably going to reach for it every day. Every day. There'll be no reason for you not to. They really are that good. So we're going to line the eye today with a stick from Avon. It's the Avon True Color Glimmer Stick Diamonds. This is in Sugar Plum. I swear I have a ton of stuff in my stash right now that has the word plum in it. It's so crazy. I think I was just ready for fall. What do you think? Because this look is so like sultry, I don't think I'm going to mirror it. Because I think it's just going to be a little too much for daytime. And by mirror, if you have not been to my channel before, I'm talking about having the shadow on the bottom match the top. I just think that's going to be a bit much for a daytime look, because I am on my way to work. And then also, if you haven't been to my channel before, I don't tend to line my lower lash line because I feel like it closes my eye off. So chances are you probably, if you do see me line my lower lash line, it's going to be with a much brighter eyeliner. Just FYI. Okay, so now we are going to go in. Let's put this back. We're not going to use this today. So now let's go in and clean up our little mess. Let's tidy up a bit. And then we'll move on to the face. And yes, there's definitely fallout. But as mentioned before, I knew there would be. And that's why we did the eyes first and not the face. I don't know. Should I mirror it? Maybe I will. We'll see. I totally just like smudged right there. It's fine though. No one's going to notice. All right, let's see. Maybe we will mirror this look, but all right, fine, fine. You convinced me. Let's go back in. I know. You know why? Because I really like the way it looks when it's mirrored. We're going to take a small brush right here, and all we're doing is putting the same shadow we had on the bottom is going to match the top. That's all we're doing. And we're going to do it now because we know there's fallout. And if I need to clean it up, I can clean it up a little bit. Let's clean up my boo-boo. Made a little mistake there. Huh, there we go. No one's going to notice. And then what did we do next? This one? I think so. Okay. And then we had the shimmers, right? So this one. And then this one. Yeah, fine. I can see why I like doing it that way. It just has, it gives it a more finished look, you know? But I think, should I line my lower lash line? See, this is the part where I get in trouble, you guys, because I always feel like, oh, I'm just going to do a little bit more. And then it's like, okay, now you went too far. Like, you went too far. But we're going to do it. We're going to break the rule. We're going to do it. And maybe this is light enough that it's not going to close off my eye. And just give it a more polished look. Yeah, that works. I'm going to get away with it. Oh my gosh, it was touch and go there for a minute, you guys, but we did it. Okay. I'm satisfied. I like it. What do you think? You could stop right there if you wanted to and go on about your day, or you can continue on with your base. Let's continue on with the base. We're going to go in with our Milani Conceal and Perfect number 4 Nectar as a color corrector. All we're doing is correcting this kind of gray that's under my eye. It's hereditary. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want it peeking through my makeup. I also have melasma, so we're going to cover that up a little bit, blend it out. That red, or that kind of salmony pink color, more red than salmon, I suppose, or orange, is what really helps to counteract that shadow. That's that whole color theory deal. It just balances it out. And then when you put your concealer or your foundation on top of it, it looks good. Okay, so we're trying a new foundation. This is the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Haute Tenue Ultra Confort. Yeah, girl. Ultrawear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation. I have mine in the shade BD121, and we're going to see how this works because, as you guys know, I had to color match this online. I did not color match in person, so let's hope that Ulta's website knew what they were talking about. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to use this sponge, but I'm going to grab one of these bad boys. I just want to see what it looks like. I think it's too deep, but we're going to finesse it anyways. Yeah, it's a bit red for me, and it's a little bit deep. It's fine. We'll just figure it out. Might have to lighten this up a little bit with a powder. I think I can do that. Okay, so I'll have to try and find this in another shade, but for now, we're just gonna make it work. So I can tell you up front though, it does feel good. It feels good. It's quite red, but it feels good. And now we're just taking a clean sponge and we're going over it. And we're gonna try and pick up a little of that pigment off of the face and blend it out some. It's just so red. Why? Why you do that to me, Ulta? If we are skin twins, obviously this is not your shade, but if you have more red in your tone and you're just slightly deeper than me, you might actually like this color. Okay. We picked up a ton on that clean sponge, by the way. So 2 pumps is a lot. There's plenty of pigment in this product. It feels good on the skin though. It does. I might have to wear a sweater, something high on the neck, so that you can't tell that this is too deep for me. We're gonna I know. This is the Pat McGrath Labs concealer. It's the one I can never remember the name of it. Skin Fetish Sublime Concealer. I have mine in M as in Mother 21. And we're going to put a little of that down here. This is also one that I color matched online, and I still feel like it's too yellow. But as mentioned in previous videos, I swear to you guys, I have so much trouble with the Pat McGrath Labs complexion products. There's just something about those products, I cannot figure it out. I don't know. I just can't seem to get a good match. Love her shadows. Love them. It's just the complexion products that are a struggle. And if you haven't tried this before, it's got a really nice creamy texture. And it's extraordinarily pigmented. Like, very. So if you're looking for a creamy concealer with a lot of pigment, you might want to check this out. They do carry Pat McGrath Labs in store at Sephora, so you can grab a little tester there and see what it looks like. I don't know. I just feel like it's too yellow, but we gonna keep moving. This is not what this says. This is actually the RCMA powder, but I decanted it into this container because the container that the RCMA setting powder comes in isn't really conducive to like application in a lid, because the lid that it comes with is too small. It's designed to be poured out onto something because it's a professional product. So it's designed for a makeup artist to put onto a palette and then use from there. It's not really designed for like personal use. The container, I mean. Okay, so let's put that away. Ooh, don't drop it, girl. Making a mess. Okay, so putting that powder down did help to tone down some of that red. Thank goodness. All right, we have the Morphe Blush Balm Sof-Focus Cream Blush in Mighty Mauve. You saw me use this the other day. It's really pretty, like very pretty. We have a flat brush for this one. And I'm putting this on over the powder because I realized it won't move if I do it this way. Otherwise, what happens is when I wear a cream blush, it will migrate all over my face. Like by the time the end of the day comes along, it will have gone from like up here to down there. So just laying it on top of the powder helps. And I've taken to doing my blush much higher up these days. Not sure when I began doing that, but I kind of like the way it looks. Okay, that's good. Okay, there we go. I know. I need to quit with the blush, you guys. It is so hard for me, though. I think that blush is like one of my favorite things. I don't know what it is. All right, let's set this. Oh, wait, actually, let's just do our brows really quick. My brows are tattooed, and I don't normally fill them in, but sometimes I do. And when I do, it's going to be with this pencil in my hand from MAC in the shade Spiked. Best brow pencil ever. Now, let's set our face. We have the Milani Make It Last Peach Scented Setting Spray. This is discontinued. I hope they bring it back. I really like this. The cherry one I also really enjoy. I have another new product to try out today, you guys. This one right here. So this is the Fan Fest from Benefit. It is a mascara. I picked this up because I saw somebody else using it and her lashes look so pretty. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to try this out. Ooh, interesting brush. It's one of those angled brushes. All right, let's see. Well, you can save your money because let me tell you what this reminds me of. Essence Lash Princess. So if you're looking for a mascara, but you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it, but you want it to have the same kind of finish as this one, which is a little bit lighter, just go with the Lash Princess from Essence. They're like $4. Same feel and probably a little better quality. But at least I can say I tried the Fan Fest. Yeah, just go with Essence, you guys. Essence Lash Princess is perfect. It's a little more wet than this formula, but that one, after you've used it a couple times, it'll get a little bit drier. This one is the equivalent of that one once it's dried a little bit, except it's like $5. And this dries quickly too. It's already like crunchy. You know that crunchy feel? Okay, that's what that looks like. At least I can say I tried it. I have a tried and true lipstick here from Revlon. This is Pearl 457 Wild Orchid. This is such a pretty color. So pretty. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, you guys. Not only for the color, but for the wear. That's it. That is our face for today. Let's make sure there's nothing on our teeth. Yeah, boy. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.